Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm gonna hit you with some more tips for artists when working with producers, but first things first, the music video for Why Not has been released and is on my channel. If you haven't watched that already, please do give it a watch. I'll leave the link right up here. Yeah, show support, comment, like, subscribe, do the whole lot, and be sure to follow my socials for any more upcoming releases because I've got plenty coming. A lot of you has resonated with the last tips for artists when working with producers, and I'm gonna hit you guys with some more that I've thought of since then. Again, some stuff that will really help you down the line. I hope that you know some of these already, but if you don't, that's okay. I'm gonna take you through it anyway. So when it comes to working with producers, the easiest way to keep things going and to better have a flow of conversation is to learn some of our lingo. I know this might be a bit of a task or like a chore, but honestly, it does bridge the gap between what you want in your project and what we can give you, the communication element of it as well. So like, and it stops the whole I just want to be like sound like I'm in a suit that's filled with water in space, and like, you know, there's a helicopter going on around, and we're just like, what the fuck? It takes that element out, and instead of saying all that wacky shite that you see plenty of memes about, it boils down to like, yeah, I want to have a bit of reverb on that snare, but could you do like a quarter note delay on the vocal on the left side, and, you know, just sort of bounce back the pan a bit as well. We're like, yeah, I can do that. So it just, you know, it bridges that gap, and we're like, ah, yeah, I know what you want. Instead of us trying to go like, what does he actually mean by that? Like, I'm not trying to sound unprofessional here, but I haven't a clue what you want, which sort of is closely linked to the next point I'm going to make. If you have any special requests with the project, please say it to us, okay? There's nothing worse than wanting something out of your project and thinking that we can read your mind, that we know what you want, and, you know, we give you the final product and you're like, oh, but I wanted it to do this as well, I thought you were going to do this. Like, we don't have that internal compass. To a certain extent we do. We know what sounds good, we know what we can try creatively, but we don't know what you want, if you get me. It would help if you knew what your special request was and how you can convey that across to us, so that in terms of like what we can understand and what we can achieve for you. If you want a reverb on the snare, or if you want a delay on the back end vocal, you know, like if you want a bit more of an airy space around the, I don't know, like the vocals or the drums, whatever it may be. If you want a certain vibe or element or request, just say it to us. Like, we might be thinking it already, but we're not sure whether you want the project to be in that pocket that you're looking for. So we're just sort of going by our own compass. Now, most of the time, you might see producers actually ask you, would you like me to do this? Because I'm feeling like it could go this way. And then you kind of go, oh yeah, Lola, that's actually what I've been thinking. And we're like, oh right, cool. Because, well, that's actually really good if your producer does ask you questions about what you want. You know, if we're thinking something, we'll let you sort of in on what we're thinking. 9 times out of 10, you know what we're thinking, because I'm sure you've released enough music to know that certain details and certain ambiances and all that shit. However, there are the few that haven't a clue what they want and don't know how to say it to us what they want. And that's where it kind of gets tricky between the two of us. So yeah, keep that in mind, learn some lingo, and do say to us if you have any special requests. We want you to feel happy about what you've got. Again, I said it in the last video, it's your money. You want to feel 100% confident. We want you to feel 100% confident. Please do communicate with us a bit more. We are putting our brand stamp on it for us to put it as our portfolio. We want to feel proud to put our name on it as well. Like we achieved the goal that you were looking for. Now, this one goes back to a thing called demoitis. I'm sure a lot of you know what I'm about to say about this, but a few that don't, I'm just going to state the fact, okay? We have been trained to think of things objectively and subjectively Enough so we know what sounds good, because we have spent hours and hours replicating what sounds good, stuff that's already out there and mainstreamed, and stuff that's underground. There is a level of standard that holds up everywhere, and that is why your demo is not going to sound like the final mix. There is going to be some differences, whether it be production, mixing, mastering. It's just not going to sound the same. We are taking all the elements and we are cohesively making it sound as good as it can be objectively, while maintaining the emotion subjectively to achieve the best result possible. And that's why I would urge all of you to get out of the habit of falling in love with the demo and being so close-minded and tunnel visioned about it that it's like, oh, it doesn't sound like this how it did the Forced edition. I really liked how, you know, the vocal sounded in the Forced demo. Yeah, but like when you think about it, you have to zoom out and look at it objectively as well. We have trained our ears to know what sounds good. You have to trust it. I know it's going to be hard being like, but like I loved how it sounded. Yes, I know, but it is better. If you listen to how it sounds to other songs that are out there, or even your other catalogue, because I'm sure every producer that's worth its salt has studied your catalogue and knows you and knows what vibe you're going for and the level of standard put together to make the project sound good. And that is the point of it all. Like, so yeah, your mix will not sound like your demo. There will be differences, and you're just gonna have to trust us on that. Do not be the guy that keeps having a problem with every single mix that we send you. Fair enough, we are trying to narrow down the mixes to your standard, to our standard, to the standard that is the best. But we hate when it's like, oh, but I wanted this, or nah, you have to do this again, nah, this is this, that, and like give us a list of stuff, right, that you want. Have a listen through the Forced revision, whatever it is. Have a listen to the second draft. Write a list of stuff that could be changed or want to stay the same. We're trying to narrow that down, okay? Don't be the guy that's just time after time after time, you're like, nah, I don't like this, nah, I don't like that, nah, but this. Like, you don't want to piss us off. You want to have a good relationship with your producer. You want to know that you can trust them with your project. But nobody likes when someone is just beating a dead horse, okay? If something isn't working, tell us. We'll change something about it. We will get to the end product. Don't drag it out as long as it needs to be, okay? And lastly, credit your producer. I want all of my correct information linked up. We are trying to get out there as much as you, okay? Don't neglect the work that we did for you. Don't keep us in the dark, okay? That makes our life hard. We're not gonna like you for it. We'll take your money, we'll do your job, we'll do the job for you, but we ain't gonna like it, okay? We're trying to make a brand for ourselves. It's not fair that you don't stamp our name on the work that we did for you, because it is our work at the end of the day. Maybe your song, but we worked on it. You paid us to do work. We deserve our branded name on it. Yeah, be sure to credit your producers through streaming services. Definitely on the music video description on YouTube. The first few social posts, whatever, about the song, tag us in it, okay? It doesn't have to be every single post, but, you know, it is nice to get some recognition for the work that we done for you. Yeah, I might have gone on a bit of a rant there, but look, I'm really passionate about this, and this is our bread and butter at the end of the day. We're trying to make it a career, same as yourself. Like, we're supposed to work together. We're supposed to support each other in every way, shape, or form. Yeah, I hope that this has been insightful. I hope that you get something out of it. Now, again, I'm sure a lot of you already know this stuff, but, you know, there isn't a lot of ideas out there for content, so this is as original as I could keep it, while still targeting my intended audience, giving you guys something to keep in mind when you're working with producers such as myself. Okay, guys, that'll do it for this one. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, follow my socials, because that's where I'm active, and yeah, tell anybody you know about what I do and spread the word around, you know? Be supportive. Support the local talent, same as what I do. Talk to you.
They said J.O.L.A. ain't got bars, that's a fucking lie. Bitch, all I think about is lyrics, verses on my mind. We never turn the church